Welcome to Towbridge Falls in Thunder Bay.
Now when you've got a long ride the next day, it's really important to get a good night's sleep.
However, the thunderstorm that night at Serpent River made sure we didn't have a good night's sleep. We woke up to a lovely dry morning, although it was a bit chilly.
Well, it's the morning after the night before here at Serpent River. I had a really good thunderstorm last night. Tent held out though, didn't get damp at all, so that did its job. So we're going to press on. We've got about 250 miles to do today, so less than yesterday. We've got a nice wooden hut to stay in, of some sort at least when we get there, so the tent gets a rest. The only downside, I think this beautiful place, the only downside is you're next to a river, which is a plus and a negative. It's very nice here next to the river, it's really pretty. So there's a lot of mosquitoes. And the thing about Canadian mosquitoes, they don't give a damn what you brought with you. They'll just come at you anyway. I think if you're actually on fire, they would still fly at you. So yeah, citronella candles. They don't really do a damn thing. They do add a certain zen to the campsite, but that's about it. They certainly don't scare away the insects. Righty, so the bike is pretty much packed up, ready to go. As always, Deb is the girl with the plan. Well, at least she's for the next 3 weeks. Plan-ish.
Okay.
Right, where are we?
So we're here now at Serpent River.
Yep.
In Frag area. So today we're going to follow the lake route again, Lake Superior, and up to Wawa. And it looks a very short distance. And what is it? There.
It's about
to there.
It works out almost exactly 250 miles. It's 395 kilometres, something like that.
But we're going to stop off at a little place called Dean's Lake, and there's a Dean's Lake Bridge, which is everyone says go and visit it. So we're going to look at that and see what's so spectacular about it.
Well, we love a bit of architecture, don't we?
Yeah,
So,
we do.
engineering and stuff. So
There we go, right. Okay, so today we are travelling around Lake Superior. The thing about the Great Lakes is just the scale of them, really. You know, in Europe we tend to think about Lake Como, Lake Garda, the Lake District in England. I think those as large lakes, but really these things are on another level, as are the boats that ply them. I mean, they're enormous transport ships that ply the Great Lakes, and the weather on the Great Lakes is also on another level too, and many, of course, very large container ships have been lost on the Great Lakes. It's really, although we call them lakes, they really are more inland seas. They're absolutely enormous. Very famous for the coldness of the water, the fact that the bodies of people who are sadly trapped in the ships when they go down won't decompose, and they're there for years. You know, it's quite a place, the Great Lakes. Very wild environment. We're very tough people that ply it too. Right, let's move on. Let's go and get Debbie. Please don't let me drop the bike. Please don't let me drop the bike. It would be bad. So Serpent Lake was a beautiful place to stop. Really beautiful. Not so keen on the mosquitoes, but it's pretty nice.
At this point we realised we'd passed Dean's Lake Bridge, so instead of turning around we just decided to carry on.
In fairness, this is probably my fault. In fact, it was my fault, because I think Deb actually gave me a kick to tell me we were coming up to it.
I did point it out.
I was kind of in the moment, I forgot. Sorry. 170 kilometres, we've got 231 kilometres to go.
Yeah, so how many miles is that?
140 today. We've done just over 100. We've got about 140 left. So we're not quite halfway. This is Sault Ste. Marie, apparently. Population's about 10,000. I think it's the last big settlement. And as we head north around the lake, it's quieter, isn't it? I think it's the biggest town in this area. Yeah. Well, we have that too. Are we good? Are we good this side? Oh, I've not the bloody hazards on again. When you turn the bars too tight, the hazards come on. It's a bit of a pain. Yeah. Yes, so 1.9k, and then so we've got to negotiate this town, and then once we've negotiated that, then we're on to around the lake.
I'll go again, isn't it?
Watching the road vanishing in front of us, we began to realise just how big this country is.
And how many Tim Hortons there were.
True indeed, they do love meat carriers, don't they? And they're not the only ones.
And I think it's my new favourite coffee shop.
Sorry Starbucks, she's found another lover. Certainly misty now, Deb. It is like being by the ocean, isn't it? You go down one little valley and suddenly you're into mist. Beautiful and clear a few minutes ago. At least it's only cool, it's not cold. You can see how dangerous the lakes are. If you're on a boat or something, this rolls in. If you haven't got instruments, you could be in a spot of bother, couldn't you? So we find ourselves, Deb, on the shore of Lake Superior.
Really?
Well, it's out there somewhere in the mist. You can't see the edge of it.
What's 2 miles up the road?
Yeah, it's very patchy. You either can't see a thing or you can see lots. At the moment, you can see a bit. You can see out the wall. You couldn't see a hand in front of your face a moment ago. It's really misty at the moment. Got about just under 75 miles, 118 kilometres to go to where we're going, which is Wawa, which I thought was a guitar pedal, but what do I know? And what's in a little cabin or hut or something there. Quite looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Which you booked, so if it's rubbish we can blame Deb.
It's going to be a long holiday then, because I've booked everything.
I know. Yeah. But I'm usually confident though. If Deb's actually with me, she's usually booked something quite nice for herself. If I'm not with her and she's booked it, as we found in London recently. Not so good. Is it by magic? How come the sun again? Amazing. About 68 to go now. Less than we travel to work and back.
At this point Dave wasn't feeling very well, so we decided to have a break, and I went for a little walk and found these lovely rapids. Thankfully, after an hour's rest, Dave was able to make the final leg of the journey to Wawa.
Right, so we find ourselves in a log cabin. Slight Evil Dead feel to the whole place, I have to say. If there's a cellar, I am not going down there. Or nor am I playing any records or reading any books, just so you know.
After settling in, we decided to go into the town to get a bite to eat and take a photo of the famous goose. There were signs everywhere saying bear spotted, so what do we plan on doing? Going on a hike. The trail was only supposed to be 2k, but it seemed a lot longer and the mist started to roll in, just like the film The Fog.
Well, except with bears, Deb. And we did keep hearing strange noises behind us, but they could have been in our minds. So well, Deb keeps looking out for bears.
Yeah, and mooses.
Honestly, hopefully we won't see any of them. Probably fine. We'll sign off for the day. I think good day's riding. Didn't go quite smoothly in the morning as yesterday, I don't think. But once we got into a stride in the afternoon, knocked the last 150 miles off really well. Bike's still running pretty good, actually. Just needs checking over for a couple of things, I think, before we set out tomorrow. Just to give a bit of maintenance. Other than that, she's okay so far. About just over 500 miles down so far. We'll see you on the flip side tomorrow when you'll be going through the map.
Yeah.
Discussing our next destination. Okay, Deb, where have we got to go to?
Right, so we're in Wawa, or as it's pronounced, Wahi. Now we're going to follow all the way round through Marathon and down to Thunder Bay, and that is the last part within Canada.
The last full day.
Yeah, and we'll be crossing the border into the US tomorrow.
Fingers crossed.
And again, it looks very short, but it's about 280 miles.
Just under, yeah. It's around that, yeah.
And that's it.
And that will be the first part of Canada done before we re-enter way over there somewhere.
This way, yeah.
Way over on the map. Right. Let's get moving then, Deb.
Yeah.
So we're underway on the third day of our journey. We've got 456 kilometres to go, and 454 of them are on this road, so I might switch the GPS off because it's doing nothing useful other than sitting in front of the camera. That's all it's doing, because there is nothing to look at other than the same road next. Plus 454 is going to be 270 miles, something like that.
Well, you said there wasn't much to look at, but I thought the scenery was getting more stunning.
Passing point. For several miles today we followed a convoy of school buses. They weren't carrying any kids. We assumed maybe they were being delivered somewhere or something like that. We just didn't know. And we didn't know whether we were allowed to overtake them or not.
Well, if you'd brushed up on your Canadian road law, you would have known we could overtake, unless they were stopping.
So just under 200 miles to go today, and it's only 10 o'clock-ish. Yeah, the scenery's starting to change, isn't it? It's getting quite hilly now. It's a very arrow straight piece of road, isn't it? Very arrow straight. Right, now will this Harley weigh back? What do you think? Will he weigh back? Let's try. Hands out, will he weigh back? Will he weigh back? He did! There we have a winner. Yeah. Almost, well, we're past the top end of Lake Superior now. We're on the way down for Lake Superior. And actually, it's our last full day in Canada before we enter the US. Fingers crossed, of course.
Yeah.
Quite cloudy earlier on.
And cold.
And quite cold, even got a jumper on. Nice and warm now though. We can hopefully dispense with the jumper this afternoon. Has arrived for the lake. A gorgeous day though.
Yeah.
Brilliant day's riding. Quite hilly and generally great fun, I think. Brilliant. Towbridge Falls, wow. Oh, is it anything like Bedford Falls? Yeah. Is there a Bailey building alone, for example? Yeah, my horse hurts. Come. Caution. Bears in the area.
Oh, you'll have to lock everything away then.
Oh, great. Well. Yes, to quote Tom Hanks, I made fire. Sort of.
Yeah, nearly burnt the tent down.
Shut up. Wasn't a very good fire, I'll admit. Probably went about 10 minutes, but I have made it. I'm very proud of it. And here we are down your campsite. Tent flew up once again. Deb is eating once again. And we have had a coffee. We're going to explore in a little bit once we get settled properly. We've had a drink. And where are we today? Where we ended up, Deb?
Towbridge Falls in Thunder Bay.
Thunder Bay, okay. And then tomorrow, where are we going?
Sandy Lake.
I love asking you stuff when you're eating. It's brilliant, isn't it? Well, basically though, tomorrow, what Deb's failing to miss is after 60 kilometres we've got to cross the US border. Tents, a little bit, yeah. Hopefully we've got all the paperwork in order and hopefully we can get into America. Otherwise this could be a complicated trip. And basically will be a huge trip. We'll be rebooking things and we're doing a huge tour of Canada. Which actually wouldn't be that bad. We could still make that work actually. But all being well, fingers crossed, America will bust tomorrow. Right, That looks like a... So now look at the top there. What's that wood thing there?
Isn't that to stop any big blocks coming down?
I don't know. Whoop. Nice and cool in these trees.
Nice and cool for bears as well.
That's so true. We'll go down there. Get a bit closer. Push your foot in. Slate, isn't it? Some mud stone. It does look like a picnic table in the middle there. Looks like a little picnic table, doesn't it? I did say to you. I think it is. How cold is it? It's a little bit cold. That's not bad, is it? Oh. You know, there's a cell that's some sort of therapy. It feels lovely. A little bit slippy, but not too slippy. What do you think, Dan?
It's amazing.
Brilliant, isn't it? Wander off. You going up there? Okay. Be very careful. Nice way to end the day then?
Really nice.
Yeah. I mean, actually heavenly. Fantastic way to finish the day actually. Was doing my feet good, walking on the rocks not so good, but the water, oh, bloody heaven. Absolutely heaven. Oh.
Wow, what a fantastic end to the day.
Indeed it was. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to look out for part 3 coming soon.